Here is Yangon, for the area council. I was in my shop 3 months ago. Some people just carry motor gun. Say they are from Sharia court of Abuja, that their chief litigation and chief registrar has auctioned my shop. I told them that I don't have any case with them. Why should they auction my shop? I built this church in 2012. I rent their phone shop in number. I rent one to somebody. They said the person in the shop is showing them credit.
In the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, a Christian property owner in a viral video alleged that the Sharia Court of Appeals seized and auctioned his shop to recover a tenant's unpaid debt despite his possession of title deeds and the tenant's goods remaining inside. The incident, which occurred on Tuesday, has sparked widespread debate about jurisdictional overreach. Well, let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
I was in my shop 3 months ago. Some people just carry motor gun. Say they are from Sharia court of Abuja, that their chief litigation and chief registrar has auctioned my shop. I told them that I don't have any case with them. Why should they auction my shop? I built this church in 2012. I rent their phone shop in number. I rent one to somebody. They said the person in the shop is showing them credit. I told the person owner, why can't you pack his goods? That the goods in that shop, they know nothing about the goods. They say what they know is they want to take that shop. I tell the person should come to the court and tell the I'm the owner of the shop. I go there. Even though I'm a Christian, I tell them why should a Christian go to Sharia court? They say I must stop if I'm the owner, that they will leave me my shop and take all the documents to them. Even when I reach there, they even see the document, say they will do investigation. All I see today, they just come here, carry paper come, say that I auction the shop, that they are being handed over because I'm a Christian, because I'm Igbo, they collect my shop, Sharia court, even if they will follow the law. As a Christian, what I have to do with Sharia court? Don't help me, don't help me, don't help me, Nigeria help me, my life finish you, my life finish you, my life finish you. I do that nothing.
So sad. You know, some legal experts have argued that this represents a clear overreach of Sharia court jurisdiction, as the property owner is a Christian and the matter involves a commercial tenancy dispute rather than Islamic personal law. The 1999 Constitution explicitly restricts Sharia courts to matters of Islamic personal law where all parties are Muslim and have consented to the court's jurisdiction. We're yet to receive an official response from judicial authorities on this matter. Ayo.
So this is a note of warning. This incident is a red flag. I say this because, Oji, you have already explained the constitutional provision for Sharia Appellate Court in Abuja. I'm sure a number of people did not even know that Sharia Court Appellate Court operates in the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, that is supposed to be a mixed hub of people from different from different states, different ethnicities, different religious persuasions to live together in the Federal Capital Territory. To now see, as you already mentioned, the overreach of the Sharia court. The first instance is that I believe that it's high time for us as a nation to revisit this Sharia court provision. Because if we're saying that Nigeria is a secular state as stipulated in the Constitution, why do we have a court that is Islamic in its foundation, in the way it dispenses justice? And then when you talk about judicial or jurisdiction overreach, we see that it's a personal matter. So Sharia court, appellate court, is meant to deal with issues around marriage and family, estate and succession, capacity, mutual consent. So matters, civil matters like that. And like you said, emphasis on all parties must be Muslim. When they begin to now interfere in matters that have to do with Christians and Muslim, then we have a problem. But that's what happens in life. Once you give an inch, you will take a mile. And that's why I'm saying that we need to revisit this. As long as the Christians cannot ask for their own special court for Christians alone, we are raising a state of anarchy and is a judicial system where the lines are blurred and justice is interpreted based on religious sentiment. In saying this, like now turning up all the other stories around, Nigeria, CPC, whether or not there's Christian genocide, this attack against Christians is this. I want to appeal to this administration. Recall that when the president, for the first time in a very long time, decided to go with a Muslim ticket, these were some of the concerns that were raised. Yes. The optics don't look good. You might not say, oh, there's no relation, but the truth is that People raise concerns around this. And if this is exacerbated under this administration, then it speaks very bad about how they've been able to manage Christian-Muslim relationships under this administration.
All right. All right. I mean, we're yet to hear from the judicial authorities on this matter. As soon as we get more information and more details on this matter, we will bring you, our viewers, up to speed. In any ways, they say that Abuja, I'm getting comments saying Abuja is under the penal code as part of old northern Nigeria region. So, I mean, until we see the documents on why this man's shop was seized, we will, make our final conclusion on the story. And we'll continue to bring our viewers up to speed.
Thank you for your time. This is Chocketable Media. Let us examine this scenario. This is certainly a concerning and bewildering story. It raises serious questions about jurisdiction and due process, especially when a self-proclaimed Christian is allegedly being summoned and having property sealed by a Sharia court in Abuja. The core questions raised. If this account is true, the central issues that immediately leap out are: 1. Jurisdiction in Abuja. How can a Sharia court operate with this kind of civil authority, especially over property disputes, in the federal capital? Territory, Abuja, involving a non-Muslim. 2. Involving a non-Muslim. Generally, in Nigerian states that operate Sharia courts, their jurisdiction in civil matters is primarily over Muslims, or when both parties willingly submit to the court's authority. Suing a Christian or summoning them against their will in a property dispute like this is highly unusual and problematic. 3. Due process and seizure. The alleged seizure of documents and immediate sealing of shops without a clear public case or opportunity to be heard, as described, appears to violate fundamental principles of justice and fair hearing. A call for clarity and condemnation, regardless of one's religious background. Justice and the rule of law must be upheld. If the events described, where a man is allegedly dispossessed of his property without an established case, solely by the action of a Sharia court that seems to lack jurisdiction over him, are accurate, then this is unequivocally a matter that requires condemnation and urgent investigation by the relevant legal bodies and civil society. The law must be applied equally, and no court, regardless of its type, should operate outside its clearly defined legal mandate. Respect for property rights and adherence to legal boundaries are non-negotiable for peaceful coexistence. What are your thoughts on what the next steps for this man should be? Or what kind of legal body in Abuja he might contact for help with this alleged situation? E.g., the Legal Aid Council, a human rights organization, etc. Please subscribe, share, and like. See you in my next episode.